Hello and welcome to my channel, Lifestyle and Fashion Tea. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a breaking story today. Cincinnati police fatally shot an armed 18-year-old. The next day, his father unalived a sheriff's deputy, authorities say. Let's get into this. A Cincinnati sheriff's deputy was fatally struck by a car driven by the father of an armed 18-year-old man who was shot and killed by police a day earlier, authorities say. The driver, in a way that was calculated and premeditated, lined up his car deliberately, accelerated his car, and purposely caused the death of an on-duty deputy sheriff. Prosecuting attorney Ryan Nelson said Saturday morning at the father's arraignment. It appeared from everybody who was on the scene that he deliberately struck the deputy in an attempt to kill him, Nelson said. Prosecutors are seeking an indictment for aggravated murder, Nelson said. The defendant, Rodney Hinton Jr., 38, is the father of the man who was fatally shot by Cincinnati police on Thursday morning. Cincinnati Police Chief Teresa Thietge said on Friday night, police identified the 18-year-old as Ryan Hinton, according to the CNN affiliate WCPO. Ryan Hinton turned 18 a few weeks ago. Family attorney Michael Wright said, who described him as a fun, loving, and good kid, adding the circumstances surrounding his interaction with the police there. The family surprise that occurred. They are stating that Hinton Jr.'s son was armed and fleeing from a stolen vehicle when a responding officer fatally shot him. Police said police body cam footage does not clearly show whether the fleeing man pointed a gun at the officer. The family reviewed the footage between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. Friday, and the father was very distraught, according to Wright, the Cincinnati Enquirer reported. Wright told CNN that he has filed a public records request and is asking for additional information. At this point, we are still investigating the circumstances of Ryan being shot and unalived by the Cincinnati Police Department, Wright said, adding that he has met with the chief of police. The family's pretty upset, pretty distraught about what happened to their son. Police said the deputy was unalived at about 1 p.m. Friday. Public defender Tom Ewing acknowledged an emotionally charged situation at the arraignment in Hamilton County courtroom packed with law enforcers. Quote, I understand that there's a lot of sadness and a lot of anger in this room right now in the community at large, he said, before requesting a reasonable bond. The judge ordered Hinton Jr. to be held without bond until a hearing Tuesday. The deputy was hit while directing traffic near the University of Cincinnati, where commencement was taking place. I will play a few news clips and let me know what you think in the comments.
38-year-old man is now charged with aggravated murder after police say he purposely crashed his car into a sheriff's deputy today, killing him.
Yeah, we know that the man's name is Rodney Hinton Jr. and the father, by the way, of an 18-year-old shot and killed by Cincinnati police in East Price Hill yesterday. WLWT News 5's Sean McKinnon breaking down that connection between two deadly incidents involving police on back-to-back days. Sean.
All afternoon today, Cincinnati police and the sheriff's department were intensely monitoring the situation here at the hospital. We asked the chief about the direct ties between these two deaths and the family relationship yesterday's victim has with today's suspect. At these East Price Hill condos Thursday morning, Cincinnati officers tracked down a stolen vehicle.
As you know, we had a critical incident yesterday.
4 people get out and start running. In body cam footage released today, in just 6 seconds, police say 18-year-old Ryan Hinton aims his gun at officers.
He's got a gun!
Police shoot and kill him. Today on MLK Drive, a deputy is working traffic control for UC graduation when a driver crashes into him.
There is a connection between these two incidents. The driver of today's vehicle that struck a deputy has a family relationship with the 18-year-old that we shot yesterday.
Chief, is the person who hit the deputy the father of the person who was shot yesterday?
Yes.
Ryan Hinton's father, 38-year-old Rodney Hinton, is charged with aggravated murder in the deputy's death. He was taken to University Hospital in critical condition. Hours later, the Hamilton County Sheriff's deputy dies. The CPD homicide unit investigating both the death of the deputy killed today and the death of the 18-year-old shot by police.
I can assure you, as the chief of police for Cincinnati, I will ensure you transparency and a thorough and accurate investigation. Thank you.
As the community mourns this deputy's loss, the man accused of hitting him is still in the hospital. He's facing charges and is in critical condition. WCPO 9 News reporter Alex Knoll breaks down what led up to all of this and where the investigation stands tonight.
Around 1 o'clock Friday afternoon, Cincinnati police say a Hamilton County Sheriff's deputy was directing traffic at this intersection of Martin Luther King Drive in Corryville. Police say that's when the deputy was hit and killed by a driver. Police say the deputy was helping control the flow of traffic prior to UC's commencement ceremony.
The officer was just out doing his job, directing traffic up near the University of Cincinnati.
The deputy was transported to University Hospital, where he later died. That news was announced during a joint press conference with Cincinnati Police Chief Teresa Thigi and Hamilton County Sheriff Charmaine McGuffey.
Our deputy had just retired just a few months ago and continued on in service as a special deputy with all of his experience. We were incredibly glad to have him.
There, Thigi made the jarring announcement that the driver, Rodney Hinton Jr., is the father of 18-year-old Ryan Hinton, who was shot and killed by Cincinnati police Thursday.
So that is currently under investigation by both our homicide unit as well as the traffic unit.
Police say Hinton Jr. has been charged with aggravated murder. He remains in critical condition at the hospital. The identity of the deputy killed was not released, but the sheriff says he was loved by everyone who knew him.
I knew the man, and I knew what a tremendous, tremendous person he is, and what a tremendous loss we have all suffered.
Thigi concluded the emotional press conference, assuring transparency with the investigation and leaving a message for the community.
Let the processes play out. Let the investigations play out. Keep calm. Take care of one another.
Alex Knoll, WCPO 9 News.
We are starting to get statements in from multiple elected officials. Hamilton County's prosecutor says in part the investigation is ongoing, but if the facts show this act was intentional, as the charge suggests, I will throw the full force of the law at the perpetrator. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine issued a statement a short time ago saying in part, quote, I have been briefed on the ongoing investigation and am sickened by what appears to be an intentional act of violence. We offer our sincere condolences to the deputy's family, friends, and colleagues. And we're hearing from State Attorney General Dave Yost saying in part, this loss, so close to the annual remembrances, is a cool reminder of the many officers who have made the ultimate sacrifice on our behalf. The officers, who protect our communities day in and day out, are heroes. And remember, this is all linked to yesterday's deadly police shooting in East Price Hills. So we're taking a closer look at newly released body camera video, which shows the moments leading up to Ryan Hinton's death. Cincinnati Police Chief Teresa Thigi tells us it happened quickly, saying the time between when the officers rolled up to the scene and shots were fired was just 6 seconds. CPD laid it out for us, frame by frame. The incident, as it played out, saying all 4 suspects scattered when 2 officers in marked cars drove up to a stolen car. One officer chased Hinton, who fell as he was trying to run away. When he did, officers noted a metal clinking sound. They suspected that to be a gun. Hinton then gets up and appears to run toward the other officer on the scene. And according to interviews, that officer said he noticed the suspect pointing a gun at him. Chief Fiji says the officer fired 4 or 5 shots, hitting Hinton twice. He adds that police attempted to administer first aid at the scene.
He felt threatened for his life, and that's why he discharged his firearm. This is where we have to go to the state of mind of the officer at the time. Are they seeing, feeling, hearing? If they feel like their life or somebody else's life is in danger, they have a responsibility to stop that threat.
Police are searching for the 4th suspect in the case. As for the other 2 in custody, both were in court this morning. 18-year-old Jarrell Austin and 19-year-old D'Anthony Bullocks stood before a judge for arraignment. Both face charges of receiving stolen property and obstructing official business. It's been a rough 48 hours for local law enforcement in parts of our community. So, of course, our team will be monitoring this shocking situation all weekend long and beyond. We'll bring you the latest developments on air and online at WCPO.com.
So the court will now set no bond until Tuesday, when we'll review the statute for continuing no bond under these unusual and very tragic and terrible circumstances. Where will the defendant be housed, and will he be safe? And I ask that because he was transferred, as I understand it, to Clermont County yesterday.
That's correct.
On my order.
That's correct.
And will he be returned to Clermont County until Tuesday?
It's all understand.
And you have a safe environment for him there in Clermont County?
Yes, sir.
You'll return him on Tuesday, May the 6th at 8:30 a.m. for a hearing at 9 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, for the record, we'd ask the court to put a bond on him now, but we understand that it's not a voluntary request.
All right, no bond.
That ain't true.
Thank you. And we can hold him at no bond for 72 hours,
Yes,
is that
sir.
right?
Yes, correct.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
No, thank you all. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have seen the body cam footage. We have heard from the police. Do you think the father deliberately drove into the deputy's car, unaliving him? Please let me know in the comments your thoughts and your feelings on this tragedy, because it's a tragedy both ways. Let me know what you are thinking. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching.